Hope all of you are taking care of yourself and you're fit and fine. If you are not, then please take care of yourself and get well soon. We are going to start our class on death of a partner. This is the second class as well as the last class, because we are going to complete the chapter today, and I think we have shared two other videos also, so it is the third class, I think. So today we are going to complete this chapter. There's not much to discuss. The main point that is to be discussed in this chapter is the settlement of deceased partners account. Okay, and that was the main concept, and the calculation of deceased partner share of profit and the rest of the things that we have learned in the previous class. Okay, so let's start. So here we have got question. We will be taking 3 questions. So let's go a little fast and we'll try to understand. Okay, so what is there? Aarti, Bharti and Seema are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1, and their balance sheet was on 31st of March 2003 as follows. Liability side was having bills payable, creditor, contingency reserve. The meaning of contingency reserve is that for any unforeseen event, this particular contingency reserve has been kept. Okay, that there is a chance of arising, that there's also a chance that it may not arise. Okay, the probability is going either ways. Then comes the capital account of Aarti, Bharti and Seema. And the other side we have asset side, building, cash in hand, bank, debtors, bills receivable, stock and investment. So quickly we'll find out when did Bharti died. Bharti died on June 12, so it is in days. Other interesting concept, because our year ends on 31st of March. So we are getting April, the whole of April, that is 30 days. Then whole of May, that is of 31 days, and 12 days in the June. Okay, so 12 days. So we have to count it in days. So if you take in days, it should be divisible. It should be divisible by 365. Okay, so that I told in the first day. Remember that here we have to take days. Why? Because Bharti died on 12 June. So it is a odd. It is an odd number, like odd. Actually, 12 is not an odd number. I'm not talking about that. It is an odd day in the sense that it is falling in between the month. Okay, if it had it been the end of the month, then we could have taken the total of the month. So we have to take only 12 days from June. So accordingly, we have to take days from May also and April also. So April we are getting 30 days. May we are getting 31 days. Okay, and June we are getting 12 days. The total comes to 30 plus 31 plus 12 equals to how much? Yes, 53 days, right? So is it 53? No, it is 73 days. Okay, because it is coming like this. 30 plus 31, it is 61 plus 12, it is coming 73. It is 71 days, right? So we have to calculate for 71 days. Remember, Bharti's share of profit and interest and capital, interest and drawing, all this. So what is given here? Bharti died on 12th of June 2003, and according to the date, it was said that partners, according to the partnership date, it was told that her executor is going to get this following. The first one, the capital to her credit at the time of death and interest thereon at the rate 10% per annum. Okay, Bharti will get the capital value of her, that is 12,000, which is appearing here. Along with that, interest will be there of 10%. Okay, so 10% interest per annum. We are going to find out how many days it will be there. 73 days. We have to find it out. Then her proportionate share of reserve fund. What is the proportionate share of reserve fund that we have to find out? The reserve fund is mentioned here. Here the contingency reserve is there, 12,000. So accordingly, her share will be how much? Bharti's share, it is 2/6, right? So 2/6 of this reserve of 12,000. Okay, so one by one we'll better to find out the and calculate the things. Okay, that will be easy for understanding. The first one, if we say the capital of her, the capital to her credit at the time of death. Okay, and interest thereon. So capital, as I told already, that it is 12,000, right? And along with that, we have to give the interest also. So interest, what will be the interest? So interest on capital will be 10% per annum. So Bharti's capital is 12,000, right? So on this 12,000, we have to give how much percentage? 10%, right? Into 10%. That means 10 by 100 into what is the duration? It is 73 days, right? So 365. If we calculate, we can see it will come how much? 12% will be 1200, and then here it will be 12 240 rupees. Okay, you can just verify whether it is 240 rupees or not. Interest on capital, yeah, it is 240 rupees. Okay, so this is how you are going to find out the interest on capital here. Interest on capital. So after it is done, then we can go to the next one, that is her proportionate share of reserve fund. That is, her proportionate share means how much will be the how much is her share? Her share is 2 by 6. So 2 by 6 of 12,000. So 2 by 6 of 12,000 will be how much? It is 4,000, right? 4,000 rupees. 2 by 6 of 12,000 is 4,000 rupees will be her share of reserve. Then comes her share of profit for the intervening period, means for the time period she was alive, will be passed on, will be based on the sales during that period. Whatever the sales will be there based on that particular duration will be the amount. So which was calculated as 1 lakh, right? The rate of profit during the last 3 year has been 10% on sales. So let's try to understand this point nicely. Her share of profit for the intervening period, that means the 73 days, okay, will be based on the sales. Okay, that will be based on the sales. Will be based on the sales during that period. Okay, during that period, whatever the sales will be there, based on that, our share will be calculated, which was calculated as 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh was the sale of that particular duration. The rate of profit during the past 3 years has been 10% on sale. Okay, so whatever the profit is there, 10%, whatever the sale is there, from there 10% is the profit. So for this period also, the sale was mentioned 1 lakh, right? So 10% of 1 lakh is 10,000. And what was Bharati's share? 2 by 6. So accordingly, we have to find out. See. So in case of interest on capital, we have already found it out. In case of Bharati's share of profit. Okay, just a minute. I'll just show you the working note here. So I'll just take it the other side, okay, so that it is easy for you to understand and it will not create any disturbance, this particular working note. And this will help you to understand also easily. In case of share of profit. So share of profit will be how much? It is told that 10% is the profit, right, on sales. So 1 lakh is the sales. So it is told the sale of that duration 73 days is 1 lakh. Okay, so no need to find it out again in days. So the 73 is already 73 days. We are making a sale of 1 lakh. Okay, so 10% of that will be the profit. And out of that again, what is Bharati's share? Bharati's share is 2 by 6, right? 2 by 6. So ultimately it is coming how much? 3,333. This is the share of profit. Okay, Bharati's share of profit. Okay. Then coming to the next one, goodwill according to her share of profit to be calculated by taking twice. Okay. So the share of profit will be 3,333. Okay. Now coming to the next one, there is goodwill. Goodwill according to her share of profit to be calculated by taking twice the amount of average profit. Okay. Twice the amount of average profit means into 2. of the average profit of the last 3 years. That means last 3 years of profit, you have to do it average and then multiplied by 2 less 20%. From there you will deduct 20%. Okay, means whatever the profit will be there, you first of all do the total, divide by 3. Okay, that will be the average profit. From that average profit, then taking the twice of the average profit minus 20% means from that average profit you will deduct 20% and then multiply by 2. Okay, let's see the calculation. I'll show you there. Here, the average profit is, you can see the total profit of last 3 years divided by 3. So it is the average profit is 9,000 less 20% of 9,000, that is 1,800 is deducted. So it is coming how much? 7,200. Clear? And multiplied by 2 will be the goodwill. Goodwill is twice the value of average profit minus 20%. So 20% deducting 7,200. So 7,200 into 2, it is 14,400 rupees the goodwill. Okay. And this is the total goodwill of the firm. So what will be Bharati's share of goodwill? Bharati's share of goodwill will be 14,400 into her share, that is 2 by 6. It is coming 4,800 rupees. Clear? Okay. So this is Bharati's share of goodwill. Then let's move again to the back. Let's move back again to the question and see what is there. The investment were sold at par and her executor were paid out. Whatever the investment value was there, it was sold at par. Par means same value. What is the investment value? 13,250, right? So the investment was sold at 13,250 rupees. Clear? And after that, the executor was paid off. Clear? Now let's see the solution. Okay. Okay. So first of all, we will prepare. It is asked we are preparing the journal entries and then we will have to prepare the executor. So we'll go for the journal entry first. So as you go for the journal entry, we can first of all transfer the reserve. Okay, we can start from reserve from the balance sheet onward. Okay, the solution, it can be that one transaction is before the other. That's no problem. Okay, you can go with it. Only remember that the last transaction must be the settlement with the capital and the executor. Okay, so first of all, you can see that there is a contingency reserve of 12,000 and this reserve should be proportionally transferred to Bharti. So what is her share? 2 by 6. So 2 by 6 of 12,000, I already told you it is 4,000, right? So the journal entry will be like this. Contingency reserve account debit to Bharti's capital. That is 4,000. You can see here. Contingency reserve account debit to Bharti's capital account 4,000. Clear? Then after that, after we have finished this, then we will move to the adjustment. So first adjustment is interest on capital, which was already we have calculated 240 rupees. The journal entry will be like this. Interest on capital account debit to Bharati's capital account 240 rupees. Okay, so interest on capital account debit to Bharati's capital account 240 rupees. Clear? Then we will go to the next one. The second one is already over. That is third one will go now. That is share of profit. So share of profit also we have already calculated 3,333. So we know that this 3,333 rupees, okay, this 3,333 rupees, it is the share of profit. And how it will be given? Profit and loss suspense account debit to Bharati's capital account. So you can see here, profit and loss suspense account debit 3,333 rupees to Bharati's capital account 3,333 rupees. Okay. Then coming to the next one, her share of profit, that is over. Then coming to the next one, number 4, goodwill. So goodwill we already calculated and we saw that what was the goodwill? Bharati's share was how much? 4,800, right? 4,800 rupees. So this 4,800 rupees of Bharati's share, okay, this 4,800 rupees of Bharati's share will be given by the remaining partner, that is Aarti and Seema. And we saw in the question that it is not mentioned, the new ratio is not mentioned. It is not mentioned that what is going to be the new ratio, how they are going to calculate. So in that situation, what you have to do is that you have to find out what is the ratio. So the ratio will be 3:1, right? 3:1, except Bharati, which 2 is 3:1. So this 4,800 will be given in the ratio 3:1, right? So how it will be given? The entry will be like this. Aarti's capital account debit, Seema's capital account debit. Okay, Aarti's capital account debit, it will be 3/4 of 4,800. We saw that the goodwill is 4,800. Okay, so Aarti's capital account debit 3/4 of 4,800. Aarti's, okay, Aarti's capital account debit 4,800 into 3/4. Then what is the next partner's name? Seema's capital account debit 1/4 of 4,800 to Bharti's capital account 4,800, right? So it will be like this. In the Bharti's capital account credit side, by Arti's capital account 3,600, by Shima's capital account 1,200. This is nothing but 4,800 divided in the ratio 3:1. Okay. Now let's see what else is there. Then journal entry will pass it. Arti's capital account debit 3,800, Shima's capital account debit 1,200 to Bharti's capital account 4,800, right? Then we will see the next entry, that is investment were sold at par. So we saw the investment value was 13,250, right? So it will be bank account debit to investment. We are selling the investment. So bank account debit to investment, it is 13,000.